Hello there, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Shift Yourself walkthrough. I am your host, Kishana, and we are going to go through section 1, the foundation of awareness. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you've already been able to get your book, your guide, Single Handedly Shift Yourself. Please, I apologize about the reverse. You can't really see it, but this is what it looks like, and it has a website where you can go get it. And beyond the welcome, beyond the questions and the answers being told in the beginning of the book, um, we hit section 1, which is, like I said, the foundation of awareness. And in awareness, there are questions to be asked to find out what you need to work on throughout the guidebook. That's what helps with guiding, because you have to identify the problem first in order to know how to navigate to the solution. So get your pen, get your paper, and let's take a moment to walk through this. And just for reference, what I'm talking about when I say the welcome and the questions, the welcome and the table of contents, and there's a few questions at the beginning. So it goes to a quiz. It's about 13 questions that have number 1 and number 2. So it's like question A, da 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 da, 1, 2, okay? And you need to answer honestly to both questions to help you really, and take your time with this. Please take your time and be accountable and be honest with yourself, because only you can prevent lies from being told on yourself. You really have to sit with yourself and be accountable and take the bashing of yourself. It ain't necessarily bashing yourself, it's just recognizing the tendencies that you have. And so, of those 2 questions, they just simply confirm what the question is originally asking. And so you have letter A, B, C, D, all the way to M. That's about 13 letters. And you may not identify with all those letters. However, whichever letters you do choose, those are the ones that you write down on pen and paper. And those are the worksheets that you work on. Yes, we're about working on what we need to work on, not things that we don't need to work on. We have strengths and we have weaknesses, and we have to learn how to take time with our weaknesses to strengthen them, to just have balance. That's all we're trying to get to. So, quiz questions. Like I said, it's all about truth and honesty about yourself. And if you need another person that you trust to help you identify if you do a certain thing or any of these questions, please accept that. Be open to that. It has to be someone that you trust and someone that you can kind of let in, because this is the only part you will need them for. What makes this a truly interactive guide is the fact that it's writing prompts in here. It is a space to write, and like answer questions and develop and reflect. So that's what makes it a guidebook. Another thing I wanted to point out was I only qualified for A, C, E, and M. And so I'm only going to do the worksheets for A, that, and that. And the worksheets come with a page where you can write on it, but it's absolutely recommended that you have an additional notebook so that you can kind of really dig deep and find out where these tendencies come from. So the entire first month or week that you decide to work on this guidebook, that's why it's a 6-month guide. It's 6 sections, and it gives you time to complete it. So when you're looking at the reference guide, this is another very important part. The reference guide is meant to help you kind of understand more about the tendency that you're doing and how it affects certain parts of your lives. And that reference guide kind of dives a little bit deeper, and it also tells you like some quick fixes. And so during the worksheets, what you want to do is you want to answer those no matter how simple they are to answer, because when you go back and reflect over what you've written, you'll learn things about yourself. And so you know how they always say you need to go on this self-love journey and learn about yourself? This is what they mean by that. It's diving deep into who you are, the experiences that you had, what coping mechanisms you pulled out of those things, and how you implement those things in your daily lives, and if they are detrimental to you or are they helping you? Are they allowing you to grow and develop healthy relationships on your job, in your family, in social spaces. And that is the goal. So quiz is about 13 questions. I want you to take your time and be honest with that, and use the reference guide to understand more about the tendency that is attached to the letter. So every letter is attached to a tendency. You need to know that. But don't worry about what the tendency is just yet, because it's a surprise identification, because they may be hidden and you will tell yourself, no, that's not me, and it's absolutely you. And the book would do you no good. And finally, at the end of the chapter, you have reflection prompts. And these reflection prompts are just for you to decompress what you just experienced through that entire section. Take your time with that section, take your time with those worksheets, be gentle with yourself, but be honest with yourself. It's through discomfort that we are really able to grow. Thank you for watching episode 2, the section 1, the foundation of awareness. If you have any questions, or I need to do a follow-up video on this particular section, please let me know. My name is Kishana Peoples. You can find the book on shiftyourself.square.site. I do plan on having live classes so that we can have a discussion, and it's more of a peer-to-peer experience. That's to come in the future. Right now, I'm just currently working on the walkthrough here on YouTube so you guys can have a visual. And the podcast will consist of interviews with other people, their tendencies, how they overcome these things, and what that shift looks like for everyone. You are absolutely capable. Please don't think that you're not capable, sweetheart. You are capable. And your loved ones are capable too. Give them the credit. Give them a chance. So once again, please share this content with someone you think could really benefit from this. Subscribe, follow, like, share. Anything you do, I'm appreciative. I want to grow this channel. I want to grow this community. And thank you for coming along on this journey with me.